Hello everyone, and welcome to today's lesson on approximation and estimation. In this video, we'll learn how to round numbers, work with significant figures, and use estimation strategies in real-life situations. So I'll be working through examples with you using these good notes on my iPad so you can follow along step by step. And by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to round numbers up, round up the number, okay, round down, and to the nearest place value. And then you can identify and use significant figures. Finally, you can estimate sums, difference, and averages in everyday contexts. Alright, let's get started. So when we round a number, we're making it simpler, but keeping it close to its original value. We can round to the nearest whole number, 10, 100, decimal place, and so on. There are three main types of rounding. First, rounding off. Rounding off, the meaning of rounding off is make the number close to the nearest value. For example, here, 73.5 correct to the nearest integer. If I want it to correct to the nearest integer, that means this place value is the nearest integer. Okay, so we leave out the numbers behind the decimal point and then do something like in your primary school called 四捨五入. So this is 5 greater than 4, and then you add 1 to the integer place value, and 3 will become 4. This is called rounding off, and it is just 四捨五入 in your primary school. The second is called rounding up and rounding down, okay? If you round up a number, it always has the highest value than the original number, okay? For example, if you round up this number to the nearest integer, that means this is the nearest integer, and then no matter what these numbers are, you round up it and you add 1 to the 7, it becomes 28. So, what is the meaning of rounding down? Okay, by the same example, 27.32, you round down it to the nearest integer, means no matter what these numbers are, okay, leave it, and then it becomes 27 only. Okay, so if you round up to some decimal place, so you count decimal place, round up to 2 decimal place means after this dot, this decimal point, you count 1, 2, okay, so up to this place value, this 8, you need to do round up after this 8. So if this number need to goes up 1, and then the 8 become 9. On the other hand, if you want to round down these numbers to 2 decimal place, count 1, 2, and then leave this number out, okay, and then don't go up, the 8 still becomes an 8 here. right? This is called round down and round up. And for rounding up, you get a higher number. If you're going to do a round down, then you just leave all the decimal place after the 2 decimal place. Alright, so this is the introduction. And let's do the let's check exercise here. The size of the audience of a TV program is about this number. If I say it is about this number, I mean an approximate value, right? It is not exactly equal to this number, but it is just about this number. The price of 3 apples is $15. So this should be an exact value because I use the word is. And again, there are 498 secondary schools in the city. This is exact. Alright, let's look at example 1. We have the number 237, okay, 096, okay, round up this number to the nearest 100,000. Since we are rounding up, we look at the 100,000 place. Okay, what is the 100,000 place? So this is in Chinese, I think is 10萬. Okay, 100,000. So after this is 1,000, and add 2 zeros becomes 100,000. Okay, so this place is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So round up to the nearest this place value. And then we are going to round up this number. So it becomes, so since we need to leave this number, it becomes all 0. But no matter what these numbers are, we round up means 2 will become 3. Alright. So it goes up to 5 zeros here. Next, we are going to round down to the nearest 100,000. This time, okay, just stay 200,000. Okay, leave all the place value, these numbers, and all become 0. Okay, part B. Again, we're going to round up this number to nearest 10. So it becomes 38. This is the digit 10 place value here. Round up means go up 1. And then round down 3820 to the nearest 10. Alright, let's try 1 here. You have a number 2152593. Okay, to nearest 1,000 only. Okay, 1,000 is this place value. Alright, so round up this to 153. Always goes up 1 digit. Round down to 152. Okay, leave the 3 numbers behind the 1,000 place value. Alright, that's simple. And then round up these number to nearest 10. Just becomes 0, 0. This is the 10. And then this is the 10. Okay, round down. Oh, sorry, you go to round up this, so it become 1 here. If you're going to round it down, it becomes 0, right? Alright, next. Example 2. Sometimes we work with decimals, okay? Decimals. You have decimal points here. For this number, 436.5 0.21. Okay, round up to the nearest 10. Nearest 10 means this place value, right? And then always go up. And then the decimal point, after the decimal point, you can leave all the numbers. Okay? And then round down this to the nearest 10. Always go down and then less than this value. Okay, part 2. Round up this number to 3 decimal place. Okay, where's the 3 decimal place? It is the 4 here. Round up, okay, and then add 1 to 4. 3.205. And then round down 3.204. Alright, let's try 2.1 by yourself. Pause it. Okay, let's go through this quickly. Nearest 10, this. Round up means add 1 to becomes this. Okay, leave all the numbers after the decimal point. Round down, nearest 10. Okay, 70. Okay, again round up this number to 2 decimal place. 45 point. Always go up like this, and then this will become. Alright, just do round up, round down quickly, as quickly as possible in the exam, but need to be very accurate. Okay, let's try this by yourself. Okay, nearest integer. Where's the integer? This place value is called the integer. Okay, round up. Okay, look for the word up, and then always go up 1 place value. Round down to nearest integer. Always stay the same as before. Round up this 2 decimal place. 9. This is the second. Okay, 2 decimal place here, and then you're going to round it up. But when it's go up 1, it becomes 0. But you need to add 1 here. Okay, so 10. And then round down this to 2 decimal place. 9. Just leave the 5. Alright, this is it. And then let's go to the next part, the significant figures. Okay, the key idea is the following. Significant figures tells us which digits in a number are meaningful. The first significant figure is the first non-zero digit on the leftmost figure. Zeros between non-zero digits are significant. So for example, okay, we have 7051, this number. Which figure is the leftmost figure? It is this 7. Okay, so the 7 is called the most significant figure, or the first significant figure. Okay, I have an example in my lesson. That is, if you are going to guess my salary, okay, monthly salary, I will give you 5 digits, okay, or maybe 6, I don't know. Just give you 5 digits. It is the salary I receive monthly. Okay, which digit is the most significant to me? Of course, to me, right? So I just care about this number, I think, right? So this is the most significant number to me. And others, I'm not saying it is not important. For example, this is the next significant figure to me, and I won't care about this number. Whether it's $1, $2, $3, it makes no difference for me. Okay, so I just care this number or this number. Okay, my first priority, of course, I need to care about the first significant figure. And then the idea is like this. Okay, so I'm going to count the significant figure first. Okay, let's check your understanding first. Okay, the most significant figure for part A, of course, it is the leftmost. It is 2. Okay, this one, of course, we can go on. 1, 3. The first non-zero. Okay, the first non-zero is 9 here. Okay, so it is 9. And the number of significant figures, you need to know how to count the number of significant figures here. So just count from the most significant figure, this one, count from it to the least significant figure, that is this one. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 significant figure in this number. And then 4, 6, 0, 5. 4 significant figure. I would say this 0 is also significant because the rules is, where's the rule? The 0 between 2 non-zero digits must be significant figure. So this 0 is sandwiched between 2 non-zero digits. Okay, the 6, the 5 are non-zero. So this 0 is significant. You need to count it. So count from the most to the least. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. These 4 numbers all significant. And then again, try to count by yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these 2 0 is not significant because the most significant is 9. And then we count 1, 2, 3. 3 here. Okay, of course, you can always watch some YouTubes or videos to help you to know better about how to round numbers or how to count significant figures. Okay, you can do the QR code here. Alright, example 3, round off. Okay, round off, 4捨5入. These number 2 significant figures. Okay, count 1, 2. Okay, so just leave. If this is just 2, 4以下你都寫佢嘛. This is just 2, it becomes all 0. And when you look at your answer, I think you can automatically know there are only 2 significant here. 1, 2. Okay, so I round these 5 significant number to 2 significant figures number. And then how to round off it to 3 significant figures. For 8, you need to add 1 more significant figure. Okay, 2. But this 2, after the 2, we have 6. So 4捨5入. So these 2 become 3. And F back 2 zeros here. Okay, by the same token, okay, 4, 8, 2, 6. The 3 leave out. Okay, so 4 significant figure. Okay, let's try 3 on the right. Round off the number to 2 significant figure. 1, 2. Because this is 9, we need to add 1 to the 3. And then the 3 significant figure. Okay, 4, 3. Not 4, 3. Actually, because you have this number originally, and we have 3 significant figure here, but after adding 1 to the 9, it becomes 0. and after it becomes 0, you need to add 1 to the 3. So the answer should be 44000. This is the 3 significant figures of the original number. And then again, 4 significant figure, you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 4 becomes 0 here. 43950. Alright, that's simple. Continue. Sometimes we encounter some decimal points, small decimals, 0.00 something like this. And then round off these number to 2 significant figure, okay? Counting from the most non-zero leftmost digit is 5. Count 1 and 2. So you need to have 2 significant figure about this number, and then 0.0. And then the 9 will add 1 to the 4. So it becomes 5, 5. Right? And then round off it to the 3 significant figure. Okay? 0.0. So 1, 2, 3 significant figure. And the 8 be add 1 to 9, 9 add 1 to 4 becomes 5, 5. You need to add 1 0 here. Very important. So let's check. Okay, the part A, we have 2 significant figure here. And for part B, the question requires you to write down 3 significant figure. So you count 1, 2, and this 0 after the 5, this 0 is significant, actually. So if I have a number 0.1, how many significant figure? Just 1. 0.10 is 2 significant figure. 0.1000. 1, 2, 3, 4. All zeros are significant here after a non-zero digit, and this after the decimal point. All 0 after a non-zero digit after a decimal point is all significant. Okay, so just 1 SF here, 2 SF, and 4 SF in this number. Okay, let's try the right hand side. Round off this number to 1 significant figure. Okay, I think you can do it. 0.004. Okay, 1 significant figure. And of course, if you want to present it very well without any chance of deducting U marks, you need to correct it to 1 sig fig, right, like this. Okay, to complete it, the meaning. Okay, of course you can leave it, but if you want to be present it well or to be more careful, you need to write this after your rounding. And then part B, 2 significant figure. Okay, 0.00. Okay, for sure you need to have 2 significant figure. You need to add 1. You need to add 1. Okay, 40. Just be careful, because you cannot just write 0.004, because this number has just 1 significant figure. You need to add 1 more 0 here to make it 2 significant figure here. So this is 2 significant figure. Alright, down there we have more examples. Okay, round off. Okay, round off. 4 入 3 significant figure. Okay, this is the 1, 2, 3, add 1, and then add 1, 1, 0. Okay, how about 4 significant figures? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave this. Okay, so it becomes 0. Right. Continue. Round up. Okay, this time, be careful. One significant figure. One significant figure. This is one significant figure. And then round up, always go up. You need to add back 2 zeros here to keep the place value the same. The place value for 4 is 100, right? So you need to have this 5, the same place value, 100. And you need to add 2 zeros behind the 5 to make it 100. And then round down to 4 significant figure. Okay, round down. Always leave the number behind the 4 significant figures. And then round up these to 2. Okay, sorry. You need to have 4, 0. Round down 3 significant figure. Okay, 6. All right. Okay. Round up this number to 1 significant figure. 1 significant figure here. Just 1. Round up, so it becomes 0.9. No matter what these numbers are, you go up 1 for the 8. Round down, okay, 4 significant figure, 0.1234, but you are going to round down, you'll just leave this. So 8630, 4 significant figure. The weights of 4 luggages are shown. Find the total weight of these 4 luggages correct to 3 significant figure. Alright, so you're going to add up the 4 numbers here. So total weight equals to, add up, and then the number should be use. Okay, I will use calculator. You can't, so you just add it slowly. Okay, be very careful about the answer, and then you need to correct this number to 3 significant figure. Okay, just count 1, 2, 3, 104. Leave out the 4 here. Okay, same thing. We're going to find the total thickness. And then just add up all the numbers. In exam, I won't have that clumsy addition for you because it just costs you time, but can't really testing on the concept. And the result would be this. Okay, and then you need to correct it to 3 significant figure, so it would be 0.5 mm. Alright, I missed the unit here. Okay, and okay, write down correct to 3 sig fig. Correct to 3 sig fig to complete your answer. Alright, next part, we will do the numerical estimation. And the key idea is the following. Estimation is using rounded number to get a quick, approximate answer. We often use it in shopping. All right, we won't count the digit after the decimal point. Budgeting and measuring. Okay, for example, let's quickly go to this example. Let's estimate. All right, we have two numbers we want to add up, this and this. But why don't we just try to leave out the numbers behind the decimal point, and it becomes 12 for the first number, and for the second number we're going to round it, okay, round off it, becomes 24. So these two numbers can easily be added up to 36 quickly, right? And of course, this 36 will not be exactly equal to the original. Okay, originally we have these two numbers we want to add up. Okay, our result is first do approximation to round off it to integer. Okay, 12 and 24. And this is a process called estimation. So we are going to use not an equal sign, but an approximate sign like this. Okay, draw it very large. It is just like to snake. Okay, this is approximately equal to. Okay, so first you approximate your original expression to this, and then add up easily and quickly to get a final answer. And of course, your final answer is not an exact value for the original calculation. It is just an estimated value. Okay, what is the advantage of using estimation? Of course, you can count it very quickly, and yet it is close to the exact value, so that you can get a feeling of what actually the number is. It is particularly useful in shopping, I think. So let's go to example 1. Okay, let's estimate these expression. All right, how to write down the answer? I need to teach you how to write down the answer. Okay, first of all, you write down the question. Okay, original expression, and then write an approximately equal sign 520. Okay, because the question asks you to round off each number to nearest 10, and this place value here is 10. So goes to this and this and this. And then the final answer, after this approximately equal sign, you can write down the equal sign here. Okay, please take a note. You are not going to write all approximately equal sign all the way down. Okay, just once here, and then because this step you are doing estimation or approximation, and then these values after adding or subtracting will be equal to 200. Equal. We are using the equal sign here. All right, so this is the first example. Okay, you can do the addition, subtraction, okay, on the right. Just pause it, try this. Okay, we are going to round off each number to nearest integer. Okay, just this number, okay, integer. and integer. And then approximately equal to, leave the 4, 20. And then 0.8 becomes 1. Minus 4, right? Sorry, here, this is not 20 because this is just 4. We leave, we leave out the 4, 19. Okay, and then add 1, 20 minus 4 becomes 16. So become, you should be very careful. Again, just copy the question first, and then approximately equal to nearest 10, right? 10 here. Be careful. 60, 50, 60. So the final answer should be 50. And then copy integer. Where's the integer place? Here, here, here. Approximately equal to 蛇仔 36, 3, equal sign here, 15, right? Okay, by then we are doing estimation. So from the original expression, actually without a calculator it would be very hard to calculate this. But after estimation, you turn it to some values that can be easily manipulated, and then you can get the answer easily, quickly. Alright, example 2. Okay, your turn to do. Okay, some brackets, doesn't matter. Copy. Approximately equal to, this time round up to nearest integer. Okay, you need to be very careful. Round up, always go up. Integer is this. Go up, go up, bracket, go up, like this. And then continue. Okay, word on the bracket first, times 2, 106. Alright, continue, copy. Approximately equal to nearest 10, up. Okay, this is 10, 10, 10. Go up, 150. Go up, 30. Equal to, you do this part first, okay? Add up. That's it. Easy, right? Alright. And then round down, okay, each number to copy the question and round it down. Round down to integer, right? Round down, 65. Okay, leave out the 0.7 here. Leave out. Round down. Round down. Got it? Copy. Round down, nearest 10. 140, leave out the 3, plus 80 times 20. Do this part first. And then get the final answer. Okay, again, pause it, try it by yourself. Estimate by first rounding up each number to nearest 100. Okay, copy. Up 100, right? Where's the 100? You're going to round up it. So approximately equal to 900 minus 300. And then bracket, divide 300 equal 600, 300, 2. Copy. Approximately equal to, again, down 100, 100. Go down, okay, leave all the number. All right. Obviously, if you round up, you're going to get a higher value for each number here. You're going to get higher value, and then you'll get some results here. Sorry, the 2 here. And these results, of course, is different when you are going to round down each number. You got 3. Okay, it all depends your estimation process. Okay, so different estimation will get different result. All right, continue with some verbal questions. Okay, just you have four the expenses, okay, of Mr. Chen on traveling recently 4 months. So 4 expenses in 4 months. Estimate average monthly expense by rounding off each of the above expense to 2 significant figure. So you're going to do the average of these 4 numbers first. So what is the average? The process is the average monthly expense. Okay, I'll just leave the monthly expenses. Become very lazy, I think. And then monthly average expense will be adding up the 4 numbers and then divide by 4. Add up and divide by 4. And you're going to do a round off process, 2 significant figure, right? 2 significant figure is here, 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 and here. And then round off, not up and down, but off, okay? So 460 plus 30 plus 580 plus 650, because this is just 4. All right, divide by 4. Oh, sorry, 2320 divide by 4. and this is the amount of money, of the average money expense. So by the same token, you do the average monthly salary by yourself here. Add up all the numbers. 20678 plus 19420 plus 1427 0 plus 13310 plus 12650. Divide by 5, and then you're going to round off each number to a two-significant figure. Okay, round off 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so 2 1 2 1 0 0 0 plus 19000 plus 14000 13000 13000 divide by 5. Okay, right, and then it is like this. It costs you some time still to calculate the numbers after estimation, right? So do this average mobile data use equals to a bunch of number. Okay, here you're going to average it. I have 7 numbers. Oh, sorry. Let's take a look. I make a mistake here. This is approximately equal to. Alright. Sorry, doing too quickly. And here, just add up all numbers. Okay, divide by how many numbers here? 7. Right? And then approximately equal to, okay, rounding off to two significant figure. So 1 2 here. Okay, 2 significant figure. Okay, divide by 7. Again, you are going to add up all the numbers here. How many? 1750 divide by 7, and it would be 250. The unit is MB, map. Okay, this is the average daily mobile data used. Remember, where you put the approximately equal sign is just after you do approximation. In this step, from this to this, you are doing approximation, and then afterwards put equal sign. Okay, further examples with some real life situation problem. Okay, look at the question first. Maybe I just minimize a little bit. Okay, we have some items with some unit price. And then Maggie wants to buy a box of ice cream, 2 backpacks of chocolate, fingers, and 3 bottles of something else. Okay, estimated total amount to be paid by her, rounding up the price, and then do the first part, rounding up the price. Okay, originally you need to calculate the total amount. Okay, make it bigger, and then the total amount will be just add up some numbers according to the amount that she wants to buy is this. And then you need to round up to nearest 10. Okay, this is just equal to this word 10. And then the 10 is here. All right. And then it becomes 70. And it becomes this. Okay. And it becomes this. Alright, so the final amount should be 190. And then you're going to round down to nearest 10. Again, the same writing here. Total amount equals approximately equal to 60, round down, 20 times 2, 10 times 3, becomes 130. We still have B and C part, but maybe we do the next. Let's try first the same thing. Estimate the total amount to be paid by Mrs. Wong this time. Buy some, okay. To buy one of each item, just add up the 4 numbers here, and then round up to nearest 10. Right. Total amount equals, adding up all the numbers, approximately equal to, round up to 10, and then equal to, and then you're going to round down to nearest 10. Total amount copy again, approximately equal to, round down, right, equals to 200. Okay, we are going to do part B. If Maggie has $200, does she have enough money to buy all the items? Explain your answer. And if you round up all the numbers, you get the upper bound. Actually, upper bound, the actual amount will be less than this for sure, because every items here, the value goes up a little bit, right? And then this number should be an overestimate of the actual value. So at most, we can say at most, all items cost $190. but you have $200. So how to write down the answer to explain she can buy all the items there. Okay, next page. Steps for solving this kind of question. Okay, design which estimate in A should be used. Of course, A1 because round up, right? And then use the estimate chosen in step 1 to check whether the total amount is below. State whether Maggie has enough money to buy. So you write down from the result of A, part 1A, the total amount is, this is important. At most, you have this expression. You know it is maximum. This at most, this number will not exceed this number actually. Since 190, you need to compare it with what you have, $200, and therefore Maggie has enough money to buy all the items. Okay. So let's look at the part C. If any customer who purchase 120 or above can enjoy 5% discount. So if you buy over this amount, you have this discount. Can Maggie enjoy the discount offer? Explain your answer. This number poses a lower bound of the estimated number. If your at least you need this number because, okay, you round down A by part A, the second part here, you are going to round down all the numbers. So all the items here, you are going to mark it down to 60, to 20, to 10. All are less than before, right? And this amount poses a lower bound, okay, lower bound of all the original number here. And this lower bound just exceed the purchase amount, okay, 120. So she actually can enjoy 5% discount for sure, right? How to write down here? Again, just copy from the above, from the result, part A, A2, the total amount is at least, okay, these two words is important, 130. And since you need to compare it, 130 is is larger than 120. Therefore, Maggie can enjoy the discount offer. Okay, then you try to do the part B and part C here. Just compare the total amount. Okay, from the result A1, the total amount is, again, at most, use the word at most, 240. And since this 240 is less than, then therefore Mrs. Wong has enough money to buy all the items very similar to the question on the left, and then very similar from the result of A2, the total amount is at least $200. Therefore, Mrs. Wong's claim is agreed. Alright, so we have, okay, this is the final question for this chapter. And we still have some additional questions that we have some past paper for HKDSE. Okay, so maybe they are tricky or more difficult than what you think, but let's try. So round up this number to nearest integer. Okay, this is the integer, you're going to round it up, so go up 1. That's it, nothing difficult here. 1 decimal place is here, down. Okay, so leave all the numbers behind. That's it. And part C, round off. Okay, 2 significant figure, 1 2. Okay, round off 4 入 270. That's it. Very quickly you get the answers. Okay, next, which one is the correct answer here? If I correct this number to 2 significant figure, that is 0.077, not 76. So the A is not correct. If I correct this number to 3 decimal place, 1 2 3, okay, then, sorry, not this 3, okay, sorry, 1 2 3 decimal place, and then it would be 0.07, not 65 but 7 only. This is 3 decimal place already, and actually you have 4 decimal place here. Should have been correct, right? Part C, you correct this number to 4 significant figure. So counting from the most significant figure is this one, 1 2 3 4. Okay, 0.07654, and leave the 0. So C is correct. Okay, you can check D. If a 5 decimal place, okay, 5 decimal place, 1 2 3 4 5, you have 6 here, so shouldn't be correct. Right, then you have some vocabulary list. Okay, round off means 4 入 round up 上寫 round down 下寫 decimal place 小數點後數字 significant 又叫有效數字 estimation 叫做估計。咁呢we sum up the place value here. Okay, this is called the 10 1 1 or integer. This is 10, this is 100, this is tenth. or 1 dp. This is 2 dp, 3 dp, and then significant figure. Okay, not significant for the front zero, the leading zeros. And then starting from here, the most significant one, and count all the way to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And the 0 after the 7 here are significant. So you can see all the examples here. Alright, this is the last page. I better end up here. Okay, hope you enjoy.